Mark. It's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year.
That it is, Edward. That it is indeed.
And welcome to Nashville. As you can see, I'm in one of the boxes at Nissan Stadium because this is about the only chance you're going to have, excuse me, to see the Titans logo up there in the corner, that corner, that corner, that corner, wherever the hell it is. And because it sure looks like the odds are pretty low that the Titans will be playing the Buffalo Bills tomorrow night, because the gift that keeps on giving, the Cousin Eddie virus, another positive in Nashville. The game has not been postponed or canceled as of yet. But something is definitely going on in Nashville, because it's not affected just the Titans. SEC announced today that this Saturday's game between Vanderbilt and Missouri, to be played at Missouri, has been postponed because Vanderbilt has multiple COVID cases, multiple COVID positives, and they don't have enough players to take to Columbia to play the Tigers. So, what can I say? Welcome to the Monday edition of Jump Into the Fire. Ron Hall here. Hope you guys have had a good start to your week. I know Hamilton County is on spring break or fall break. Don't ask me why. Catoosa County's on break. If Kim is out there, she can let us know if Walker County's on break this week. I've never understood why the fall break. I mean, when I was in school, back when Moses and I were classmates at Hickson High School, we didn't get a fall break. You got Thanksgiving break. You were off Thanksgiving Day and the day after, and you went back to school Monday morning. So I have no idea why there is actually a break for the students. I know several people have gone to Florida. And speaking of Florida, piece of shit list member Governor Ron DeSantis of the state of Florida has removed all restrictions now. They can have a packed house at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. They can do whatever the hell they want to do and cram as many people in there as you can. And I don't think the SEC is going to allow it for the Florida games. And for Florida State fans, hell, who would want to go see them right now the way they're playing? Florida State's in the same boat Tennessee was in not long ago, in a once mighty program sucking wind. So everybody's heard by now that Arthur Blank did something very out of character for him, and that's a in-season firing of the head coach, Dan Quinn, and he fired the general manager, Thomas Dimitroff, of the Falcons, because the Falcons are just bad. They've never been that good. I don't understand the obsession with the Falcons in the Chattanooga area. I mean, I was a Falcon fan, kind of lukewarm, until the Titans came to Tennessee, and I became a Titans fan. And, you know, that far away from a Super Bowl win, man, that was a heartbreaker. The late, great Steve McNair this far away. Eddie George at running back. A good head coach in Jeff Fisher. And he was hamstrung by the owner, Bud Adams. Who knows how it would have turned out for Matt Leinart, because that's who Jeff Fisher wanted. However, Bud Adams overruled him, and they drafted Vince Young, who never panned out at quarterback for the Titans. And it's been a struggle ever since until Ryan Tannehill arrived. And I had all the, I was super confident about the capabilities of Marcus Mariota, and it just didn't work. But now the Falcons, will they tank the season to have a shot at Trevor Lawrence? It's a possibility, because they're just not good. Now, Matt Ryan is 10 times the quarterback for the Falcons that Michael Vick was. He got him to a Super Bowl. It's not his fault the team choked it away. I mean, the Falcons have choked more times than Linda Lovelace. See if you can figure out who that is. And there's $1 to the winner if you can figure out who Linda Lovelace was. But the confirmation hearings started today for Amy Coney Barrett. And Marsha Blackburn is a piece of work. She needs to go back to judging kids' beauty pageants, because that's her only expertise, I guess. How the people of Tennessee, well, we know how the people of Tennessee elected her. Nashville, Tennessee is what it is today because of the man who was mayor for many years, Phil Bredesen. He got out of politics, but he decided to throw his hat into the ring and ran against Marsha Blackburn, and the rest is history. Marsha Blackburn is an embarrassment to the state of Tennessee. And I thought Lamar Alexander would go out on a positive note, but this weekend he said any kind of aid package for COVID is dead. There's still a lot of people hurting, folks. There are a lot of folks still hurting. A lot of folks haven't gone back to work yet. I've noticed a rise in the increase of food baskets being given away in this area. And you got to be tech savvy to get into the workforce right now. And how many people are tech savvy enough to know how to operate on Zoom? Or I use StreamYard. I prefer it over Zoom any day of the week, and twice on Sunday. But you got to be able to use all that. I mean, right now, Amy's getting a start on her rehab via Zoom. It's the way it is. And Senator Alexander's rejection of any sort of stimulus is very, very, very disappointing. And I don't think there's nothing going to happen before Election Day. Nothing is going to happen. There's going to be no help for Joe and Jane Six-Pack out there, and God forbid But Marsha Blackburn, go back. There's enough footage. She didn't sound like the judge of a pageant contestant. She sounded like a contestant. And the Democrats weren't much better either. It's kind of like a quote from former President Obama while he was still in office. Elections have consequences, and these are the consequences of that election. There's nothing the Democrats can do to stop this confirmation. Nothing. It's going to happen. And just have to resign yourself to it. I mean, you don't have to be happy with it, but that's just the way things are right now. And nothing will change. Nothing's going to change until toward the end of January. And I try not, I'm kind of disappointed in what's going on, because here it is 4 years later, and now you want Attorney General Barr to indict. In fact, you have ordered Attorney General Barr to make sure he gets Hillary Clinton indicted, indict former President Obama, and indict current Democratic candidate Joe Biden. It's been 4 years. Let it go. You do not use your authority to eliminate political rivals by means of arrest or indictment. You don't do it. It's wrong. It smacks of dictatorship. You do not go after your political enemies in that way. Even Richard Nixon, he had his enemies list, but they were everyday citizens. You do not use your political power to bring charges against your political opponents. It's absolutely wrong. It is reprehensible. Let this crap go. Let it go. Your political adversaries. You don't do that. Did George W. Bush order an investigation and indictment against Al Gore? No. Did Ronald Reagan try to do anything remotely like that to former President Carter? No. You can believe all you want to believe. There's no changing your mind. But you do not do that to a political adversary. You don't do it. Now, I've been asked several times, is my write-in candidacy for the Tennessee House of Representatives, District 29, legit? Or is it just for shits and giggles? It's legit. Write me in. I mean, a touching article in the Times Free Press today about Representative Carter's struggle with COVID. And he recovered. Thankfully, he recovered. But what the hell has he done for you? Nothing. Nothing. Every state representative from Hamilton County is against any form of Medicaid expansion. If the Affordable Care Act is struck down by the Supreme Court, there are going to be a lot of people with severe medical problems who are not going to have insurance. And there's only one way around it, and that is an expansion of Tennessee Medicaid. Make it where people can get it. Like I tried to explain to you last week, a person in congestive heart failure does not qualify for Tennessee Medicaid. Doesn't qualify. And that needs to be a qualifying illness. And it's time for Hazelwood, Helton, Smith, Carter, Gardenhire to get off of their asses and do something about it. It's time. So early voting starts in Tennessee Wednesday. It started in Georgia today, and from what I hear, all the polling places are swamped. It starts in Tennessee Wednesday. So if you live in Tennessee House District 29, do your fellow citizens a favor. Right here it is. That's all you got to do. That is all you have to do is write my name in. And you know you will have somebody that will represent your interest and not kiss the ass of Governor Bill Lee. Because that's all we have in Nashville right now from Hamilton County are Governor Lee ass kissers. So today is an anniversary of sorts. And it was a year ago today where at the Blue Gold softball game, Chattanooga Mock softball were given their Southern Conference championship rings. Seems like only yesterday, but boy, was it a great day. It was a great day. And I should have put the ring on tonight, but, I didn't do it. Thanks to Coach Reed and Scotty Kilgore and the players, Emma Sturdivant, Amanda Beltran, Haley Weisenbach, Cookeville police officer Lou Coppinger, too many to name. Thank you for thinking about the old man when the ring order was sent in. That was something I'll never forget, and I'll always be grateful for. It looks like Tennessee coach Jeremy Pruitt is the laughing stock of America. You know, I showed you Saturday night this, if it'll pull up, having a few technical issues tonight. There it is. That's basically how he wore his mask. And he was on the list they have on Sports Center Sunday. Basically, it's a college football version of, come on, man. But the SEC today said they're going to start finding coaches. Credit to Nick Saban. He kept his mask on the whole time. Kirby Smart did a respectable job. Sometimes he got caught with his mask down, which wasn't the best of things, but it was better than looking like Butthead or Cornholio, because it was sad. But it's been a relatively quiet Monday, and we're going to keep it that way. We're going to cut it short tonight. That's really all I had on my mind. Please don't forget, early voting starts Wednesday in Tennessee. And once again, for those of you folks whose state representative in District 29 is Mike Carter, who's running unopposed, when you get there and do your ballot, there you go. That's all we ask. Consider it, and know that you would be voting for somebody that would actually do something, for the citizens. 3 young people, 1 2-year-old, the oldest being 10, were shot downtown yesterday morning. That's, right near the Westin Hotel, the Mountain City Club, Reed House, City Cafe. And I find it kind of odd that one local news station is reporting that it was a retaliatory shooting. Who would be retaliating against 3 kids age 10 and under unless they were in the car with somebody? This shit's getting out of hand in Chattanooga. And local media is doing us a huge disservice in not talking about it. They give you the highlights and that's it. There's no kind of investigative reporting to really dig in to why there are so many shootings in Chattanooga. Chief Roddy, do something. Beef up patrols downtown. Keep people. Saturate downtown Chattanooga. Do something. Your presence will make the citizens feel a whole lot better. Because there's going to be a drop-off of folks visiting downtown for a while after this has happened. That's just human nature. Saturate downtown. Put 2 patrol cars on each street. Chestnut Street, Broad Street, Market Street. Put patrol cars. Have a very visible police presence 24/7 downtown. But just don't harass citizens who are down there going out to eat, going to the aquarium, going to a movie or whatever. You don't have to do that. But you're going to make them feel better if they see police presence downtown after this Sunday morning shooting. I can assure you of that. And something has to be done. Chattanooga is becoming an increasingly violent city. And something has to give. So, Chief Roddy, ball's in your court, brother. Do something to curb this violence. Please. Well, we're going to wrap it up for Monday night because I know a lot of you are going to want to watch the Braves and the Dodgers. Last I saw, Tampa Bay Rays were beating the Astros in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. And if Tampa Bay wins, they'll be up 2-0 in that best of 7. The Braves and the Dodgers, I think, start at 7:30 if they've not already started. And Braves have a chance. Although I got a soft spot for the Dodgers. Always have been a Dodger liker. I'm not going to say a big fan of the Dodgers, but I always liked the Dodgers. And then I spent 3 years with the Lookouts when they were affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So some of these guys came right through Chattanooga, and you got to see them play at AT&T Field. So go watch the Braves, cheer them on. I don't think the Monday night game is going to. San Diego and the Saints, nah, it's not that big a deal for me. But we will be back again Thursday night at 7 o'clock. We hope you'll join us then. And until that time, and I was wondering, give me a second, because I had checked my feed. I missed Kim. I missed Alan. Hello, you guys. I'm so sorry I missed you guys. I can agree to that right now in a way, Kim, because you guys have gone through the ringer the first quarter of the year. It's been tough. Teachers deserve every penny they get. They deserve more. However, we know certain people, one of which is running unopposed in Tennessee House District 29, who doesn't give a damn about teachers. He wants to give you vouchers which are inherently unconstitutional. School vouchers are inherently unconstitutional because people would use them to go. And I'm not getting into, you can't, that was decided by the Supreme Court a long time ago, and you cannot use those public funds to go to a private Christian school. It can't be done legally. You want to cut back on funding for education, but you want to give money away. It makes no sense to me. Hello, Diane. So all of you guys, I do apologize. I had my second screen set up to where I just was not paying attention, and I apologize for that. So we'll make it up to you on the flip side Thursday night. I'm going to get out of Nashville and head back to Chattanooga. We hope you enjoy. Barry, Mike Carter is the District 29 rep. He produced no tangible legislation during the previous session. It's been years since Mike Carter did anything tangible for the people of Hamilton County. So, but I'm going to get out of here, get on the road back to Chattanooga. Thanks to the Titans for the setup. We hope we get to see him play the Buffalo Bills because that'll be a matchup of two undefeated teams. But my gut tells me it is not going to happen. And we'll just have to wait it out. But until Thursday night at 7 o'clock, remember that even in the worst of times, we should all please be kind to each other. Okay? Can you do that for me? See y'all Thursday night.
That's all, folks.